with the advent of internet dating right now, we have far too many men who say things like what it is that you're saying in order to gain access to women, but not have the means to even be able to provide a household if she became pregnant, that she has to work up until her ninth month.
So, okay, so preference, that ain't me. Yeah, I mean, but the yes, yes, I yes, I wouldn't mind somebody paying and taking me out and planning the date. That I mean,
Of
hey,
course. And opening your door for you too.
huh? But
And opening your door for you.
look, all I'm saying is if something if it's
I want to know, do you want her to open your car door for you as well?
now I
Because
mean
I saw a guy who posted that. He posted that he wants to be taken out on a date. He wants the woman to open the car door for him and close the car door behind him and, treat him
listen,
just
all
the
that
way he would treat a
to
woman
me,
for a date.
to me, to me. I don't
Hmm.
know about all that, but what I can say is it's the thought. It's the thought, and that's what I'm saying about. Look, a lot of times I think in a and ladies, whoever I don't know who's watching, I can't see the comments. I'm telling you, this is a why a lot of times I get asked so much. You got to understand. People be like, he just woke up one day and didn't want to be here no more and didn't want to be in this relationship, this, that, and other. I honestly believe it is because I'm telling you, like you said, men are so like we're so like that we like if I give and I give and I give and then you're accepting it, you like me because you're accepting my gestures. You're accepting this and accepting this. Oh, we have sex. You enjoy it. You enjoy it. So now I equate that with you actively loving me back. No, no, no. I'm spending 8, 9, 10 months getting you to like me, doing
You're
things.
hollering.
Talk. Getting you to like me, but are you doing the same things to get me to like you back? And so that is that. Let me finish. Let me finish my thought. That is what I said with the
I thought
gesture.
you asked a question.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but it's rhetorical. But that is why I said about the gestures. The gestures. It's a small gesture, but it goes a long way. A lot of times, a guy be like, "Nah, don't worry about it." But it's the gesture. And then also, are you hitting him up? Hey, blah blah blah. Such and such is in town. I want to take you. I want to go. So are you free Friday? And those are ways that you also get him to be back interested in you. Let's just be real about it. In the beginning, I don't know where this is going with you. Even though I know what my life intentions is, like I said in the beginning, to get married, I don't know you from anybody else. And you don't know me from anybody else. So what I want to do is present my best foot forward, and I hope you would do the same thing also. And the last thing I'm gonna say is, I don't know about everybody else, but I feel like I can see how if you taking care of yourself, you got a place for yourself, you got a job. We talk, and I find out that you're educated, this, that, and other, and you're doing a great job of taking care of yourself. That is my example to say, hey, if I do what I need to do, and do right by her, then those benefits eventually, when I earn them, will come into my life. Vice versa for women to men. And so what I'm saying is, you got to project. The way he take care of himself is important because that's how he probably will take care of you in the future. So we got to be able to
Mm-mm. No,
project. No, it is, but and this is the thing.
no,
These
no.
I
That's not
see,
true.
I see you, now that I've been talking to you, I understand. You have, to me, some double standards, definitely some double standards, and it's heavy double standards. Let me tell you why. Because you said black men ain't doing their thing, ain't provide, but then some black women aren't people. Black people aren't where we need to be. It's not just men. It's black men
Yeah,
and women.
I want to be
And then
able to
hold on, let me
address
finish.
some of
Let me
the
finish
things
this.
that you've said.
Let
I
me
mean,
just
but
finish this
it's
last
you.
point. Let me just
Okay, I
finish
just
this. Also with the pregnancy, he didn't get her pregnant. They both got pregnant. So these are
no.
no, 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 because at some point she also had the choice not to lay down with this person. She also had the choice to make this person wear a condom. These are so. But when you speak from a double standard side. I don't prescribe to that. I believe people are people. Now I'm not saying I want somebody to take care of me physically and pay for everything for me because I got my own. What I'm saying is contribute and invest in me the same way I want to invest in you. Equality. And that's how you get to me. I'm not projecting and saying that's what everybody should do. But if you ask me personally, yeah, hell, pay for a day here and there. That made me feel good. I'd actually appreciate that. Like that, okay, all right, cool. That $20 will go a long way. So that's how I feel. She got her tea. You know, I'm a progressive millennial, man. You know, it's hard, you know. I'm 30. I think a little different. Think a little different, you know.
Okay. So if you want to talk about, see, I think part of where you're getting lost is I'm not exactly sure what type of women you've been dating or what it is that you know about women, right? Um, the ways in which women show that they care, women show that they love, women nurture and hold and cover her man is a lot different than the ways that a man shows up in the relationship. And when you start saying that you don't know whether or not a woman likes you unless she also, now listen, let me say, I also agree in a dating relationship. I agree that every once in a while the woman will, you know, treat her man or get some tickets or that's normal in any relationship once there's been a pattern established where the man has invested in the woman. And listen, no, you cannot tell from the way that a man takes care of himself how he'll take care of the family because the way that a person takes care of themselves is them taking care of their person. A man's generosity, on the other hand, is very, very different. And the only way that a woman can know of a male's investment, right? The way that he'll invest in her and the children is for him to show his generosity. That's just the way that it is.
What about getting to know him?
Huh?
What about getting to know him?
Right.
Who he is?
Unfortunately, listen, and then also there's an age difference too. There's an age difference because men typically like women who are 7 years younger than them. 7 years is the typical that men say that they require they desire a woman 7 years younger, right?
Mhm.
So when we start talking about what it is that he's contributing and what it is that she's contributing, so we're talking about a 29-year-old man and a 22-year-old woman, right? Their financial capabilities are going to be different. However, her one of the most valuable things that she brings into the relationship is herself as a woman, as a holder of a womb. That's one of the most valuable things that she brings into a relationship where procreation is desired. Her youth and her ability to produce children. A man cannot continue on his quote unquote legacy without a woman being involved. And so a woman she can she can give her youth in exchange for money. She can invest, she can exchange her youth in for more time working in the force to make more money, to be able to say, oh, you know, I can cover this. Oh baby, don't worry, I got you. However, there's the longer she spends in the workforce, the lower her fertility gets. The longer she stays in the workforce earning more money, the lower her fertility gets. And there's an incline. So yes, it's very important. It's very important for a woman to be able to find a man for just procreation's sake who is able to cover and carry that household when she is impregnated. Now you're talking about women have choice and this she didn't have to lay down with him, etc. One thing that you have to remember is that the female orgasm does not produce children. When women have female sex does not produce children. What produces children is the cycle when the egg leaves the ovum and travels down through the uterus. That is what produces children, when sperm hits it at that time. Every single time that a man ejaculates, he ejaculates DNA. When a woman climaxes, she does not climax DNA that can produce children. She does not. So we have men who are going out there and who want to go on all of these, go and release himself without demonstrating or even having the desire to have long-term committed relationship. The game is strong out here, and video messages like yours, I believe, will be misconstrued by people who are like, and listen, there are many women in the audience who agree with you, and there are men in the audience who agree with you too, and that's cool. Listen, do what you feel is right for you. Ladies, if you want to take men out on first dates, you go ahead and do that. If you want to meet these men on the internet who don't want to invest in you in a relationship, that's fine. Do whatever is right for you.
I say
Go
that
ahead.
you know, first of all, you are really cool. I enjoy. Hopefully, we can talk some more because I really enjoy your viewpoints. What I'm saying is, okay, now people just really hear me out. As far as the creating children and men doing this, that, and other, ladies, if you listening, a man will only do. And now I'm not talking in extreme cases, okay? So let me say that. But typically, people can only do what we allow them to do. And sometimes when we ain't filled those voids inside our heart and those things inside our soul, we are not thinking with our heart. We thinking with our hurt. We thinking with our insecurity. We make choices from our loneliness instead of our place of love and in a good space. And because of that, sometimes we compromise what we need and value most from a person in order to get a temporary need fixed or filled. So whether that's financially, whether that's sexually, whether that's companionship, sometimes you know that this person isn't him. You will know, but yet because you're hurt or because you didn't heal properly, vice versa, this is men too, because you have these needs to do this and that and the other, you make choices that are not best in the long run. And what I'm saying to that is, yeah, guys should be more responsible and be protected. Women should also make sure that they're protected also. And then as far as investments, we got to make sure we're not making investments in people until there's some lifetime commitment. We make decisions where lifetime commitment is possible, like having sex without having a lifetime commitment here. Now, I'm not saying you got to be abstinent and celibate. That's your choice. But if you choose not to be, you have to be safe. And a lot of times when we're not. But to bring it kind of home, I agree with you. Like, I'm not saying, listen, like I said, I enjoy paying for things. I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy feeling like, you know, somebody feels safe around me. But what I enjoy more than that is knowing that somebody appreciates a great conversation with me. They'd be like, yo, you a cool dude. Or somebody we can both make each other laugh. Those are the things I value most. And that's because I've gotten past that protection and safety and place on the hierarchy of needs. I'm past that. So I'm thinking on the level 0.2, like a 2.0 level. So because I'm past those basic things, I know I can provide. I just know, you know what I mean? So I'm past that. So you're right. Responsibility is needed because although I feel like the message, because I don't listen to it 1,000 times, sometimes I make videos, I'm like, dang, I misspoke or I didn't mean it that way. But I felt like I conveyed the messages I wanted to in that video. However, the dialogue is telling me that I could have been more clear. And because of that, you know, I made follow-up videos and this, that, and other. Like I said, I don't try to think too hard in the content. I just be like, let me express and vlog. But because of that, what I will say is this: you are right. As men and women, people, you have to have I think before you start dating or getting interested, you have to have a certain level of financial security to be ready to date. And that's on both sides. If you are having sex, both parties should make sure they're financially able, if something was to happen, to take care of a child. But what I'm trying to tell you is a lot of these children are had out of wedlock. So these are not, when I'm talking, the things I was talking about in that video, when I talk about commitment, I don't say boyfriend and girlfriend. I mean wife. I mean, if I get married, I want to know that when I come home, like we said before, I can take my cape off. I go to work. Me personally, I go to work, and I have to be so. I gotta be professional. So you seeing people die in front of you, and you gotta be perfect. You how you feel, you gotta keep it in. I go outside, I gotta, business and this, that, and the other. I gotta be stern here, here, here. But when I come home, I want to be able to be like relaxed and safe. And I want her to feel the same way. So what I'm saying is like I wanted to get out of my own mind of thinking that when I come home, I still have to put up that exterior. So it wasn't challenging her and saying, you need to make sure it's safe for him. It was challenging the fellas saying, yo, you shouldn't want a relationship where you feel like you have to still hold up this bravado and be tough. You should want somebody in which is their choice. He can choose. He wants somebody where he can be vulnerable. So the reason I
We
say this
got to
was,
get out of the video. We got
huh?
to get out of the video. We got to get out of the video.
Okay, but oh, it's about to cut off. All right.
No, it's been almost an hour, so we were only supposed to talk for half an hour, but it's been
Oh,
almost an hour, so
oh,
we got to
it's
get out
cool.
of the video.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we probably would have to finish this up. One of the things that concerned me very much was when you said, what does a woman need a man for? That the woman didn't need you to protect her because she could just get a gun. And she did,
It
you
was a
said that
joke.
in your video.
It's a joke.
Oh, that was a joke.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
and that she didn't need, okay,
Hey, listen,
okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do a video response to that video then. Okay. So listen,
I
tell
fully
everybody
believe
where
you
they can
100%.
find you. Tell everyone where they can find you, Ace, because we got to get out of here. We only have 50 seconds left. Go
I'm
ahead.
sure they know where to find me. I ain't that big on shouting out my stuff. If y'all want to look me up, you can probably find me. But I ain't. It's your platform, girl. It's about you. All right.
No, I'm gonna force you to tell them where they can find you. That's
No,
what you said. You wanted a woman to force you to receive, right? I'm
no.
forcing you now to receive.
This is your
So tell
platform.
them where they can find you.
I don't like be hogging. You know what I'm saying? Like if they, I'm pretty sure that if they wanted
See what
to,
I'm saying? The man can't receive. He can't receive. And he
hey,
said he wants a woman to force him. And even when you try to force him, so ladies, you know what? Go ahead and take Ace out on a date. He ain't gonna let you pay anyway. He's gonna slap the wallet out of your hand. So go ahead, listen. Everybody, I'm Tanya TKO. Thank you for tuning in. We were talking with Ace Metaphor, ACE, and the way you spell metaphor. You can find him all over the net if you like that sort of thing.
I'm sure y'all gonna come on. All right, y'all. Peace out.
All right, Tanya TKO. Am out. All right. Woo, that was spirited. I will see you all in the comments. This was an amazing discussion. We learned so much and went over so much. And please forgive my face. It was a very tough conversation for me. It was one that it was difficult for me in this conversation. So thank you for bearing with me. Okay. So because I don't want to say this is one of my triggers, but it's one of my sore spots. People using game in order to get over on unsuspecting young ladies. So that's definitely problematic. Hopefully he and I will get a chance to further discuss one day. And I'll see you all in the comments. I'll see you on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Tanya TKO, TONYA TKO. Peace.